Welcome to the Childcare Director's Chair, the podcast for bold educators who are ready to lead, grow, and shake things up in early childhood education. Whether you're a teacher eyeing that lead role, a lead stepping into leadership, or a center owner dreaming big, this is your space to grow with purpose and leave your mark. Hosted by heart-centered leadership coach Erica Sacoccio, each episode brings you real talk, actionable tools, and a contagious laugh or two, all designed to help you step into your next level with confidence. So pour your coffee, pop in those earbuds, and take your seat, because your leadership journey starts right now in the Childcare Director's Chair.
Hey, my director peeps and my leaders out there in ECE. Welcome back to the Childcare Director's Chair podcast, where we get real about leadership, childcare, and what it actually takes to make your centers shine. I'm your host, Erica Sacoccio, multi-site childcare owner, leadership coach, and honestly, AKA, I'm going to be your December sanity buddy, because we know December can get crazy. So let's talk about it. I want to talk about something that every director wrestles with, and that's coaching your teachers. It can feel tricky, it can feel intimidating, even uncomfortable at times. But you want to guide your team. You want to help them grow, but you don't want to come across as bossy or cynical or even worse, micromanaging. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, I've been there too. And I figured out how to do it with confidence, clarity, and honestly, even a little fun. So grab your coffee, hot cocoa, tea, or honestly, we're all adults here, maybe a glass of wine. And let's talk about how to coach your teachers in a way that builds trust, that sparks growth, and leaves everyone feeling capable instead of crushed. You know, coaching with clarity instead of confusion is really important. And here's the thing. Teachers pick up on every vibe you put out. If you're wandering into coaching conversations unsure of what you want, they're going to feel it. Confidence starts with clarity. And when you know your goal and your why, even if it's just one small improvement in the classroom, your teacher is going to feel guided rather than corrected. I like to think of it as like pointing a flashlight into a dark room. You're not shining a light on what's wrong. You're highlighting what can shine brighter. As you prep for a coaching conversation, I often jot down one sentence that sums up the purpose. And that helps keep me grounded, and it keeps the teacher from feeling like they're under a microscope. And you definitely have to build trust before you give feedback. Let's be real. You can have all the observation notes in the world if you want, but if your teacher doesn't trust you, the feedback is not going to land. I always stop by listening first. Now, not just nodding and smiling, but really listening, asking about their wins, their frustrations, and their goals. When teachers know you see the whole picture, the coaching becomes a collaboration instead of critiques, and then they will start trusting you, and that's when the real growth happens. One of my favorite moves is a quick monthly temperature check. I'll ask, how's the week going? Is there anything I can help with? And it sets the tone that I'm there in their corner before any feedback even starts. And please give feedback that motivates, not deflates. And that could be a tricky part, because feedback is not about pointing out flaws. It's about showing impact. I try to anchor every comment to what it does for children, the classroom, or the team. For example, instead of saying, you're not finishing circle time on schedule, I say, when circle time flows smoothly, kids settle faster and the morning runs calmer. You see the difference? Suddenly it's not a criticism. It's a pathway to a better day for everyone. You know, I often weave in a short story about a teacher who made one tweak and made a huge difference. It really does make it more relatable, and it shows that growth is possible. And strengthen your base, like strengthening your coaching and empowerment and growth. Too often we focus on what teachers can't do instead of what they can. I start coaching conversations by celebrating their strengths. Maybe their classroom transitions are seamless, or they're amazing at building relationships with families. Highlight what they do well first. That opens them up to areas where they can improve. Strength-based coaching is like lighting a fire under their confidence, not under their stress. So I make a mental note, or sometimes a sticky note on my desk if I need to. But if a teacher has a signature strength, I try to reference it in a natural conversation. Like, remember how you handled that tricky drop-off last week? That skill is exactly what will help us with the next challenge. And coaching through modeling. Nothing builds confidence faster than showing, not just telling. Sometimes I'll step into a classroom and demonstrate a transition, a circle time technique, where to place materials, how to rearrange a room, just things that I think will help support the teachers. Because I know teachers watch, they learn, and they often say, that's what you meant when they actually see it. Modeling shows that I'm willing to work along the side of them, and that builds credibility. It's also a subtle way to reinforce expectations without sounding like you're lecturing. So pick one small routine each week to model in a classroom. It's not time for consuming, but it's impactful. And, I think even if it's just a couple minutes, right? Because I know we're all busy and we're worried about meeting our own timelines and deadlines, but the better that your team is functioning, the more time you'll have to do those other things. And you won't be putting out fires all the time. And accountability without pressure. Accountability is essential, but it doesn't have to feel scary or punitive. When I outline small, achievable follow-ups and check in regularly, the teachers stay on track without feeling micromanaged. Honestly, it's about progress, not perfection. You're going to see momentum grow when the teachers feel supported, not policed. So at the end of each coaching session, I summarize a short 7-day action step and schedule a 30-day follow-up. Really, that's it. It's simple, it's clear, it's effective. Now, coaching isn't just about the growth, it's also about celebrating it too. I make a point to call out small victories, sometimes publicly, sometimes privately, because recognition is powerful and it reinforces what's working, it motivates and builds morale. And you'll notice the energy shift in classrooms when teachers feel seen and valued. I love to highlight one win each Friday, maybe in a group chat or on a staff bulletin board, and it can boost everybody around you. And it gives everyone an amazing feeling. So why wouldn't you want to do it? So before we wrap up, I do want to give you a heads up. Tickets are officially open for the Early Education Empowerment Conference happening May 7th through the 9th at the Crown Plaza in Warwick, Rhode Island. If you're a director, an owner, an emerging leader, this conference is a total game changer. Why? Because you're going to walk away with strategies you can implement immediately. You're going to get inspiration from fellow leaders and tools to strengthen your staff, to boost retention, elevate the quality of your program. That's an ROI you can feel in your classrooms and in your budget. So get your tickets today. Trust me, this is one investment that pays back for itself. So visit the link below and secure your spot. I couldn't get that out. Your spot. This is Erica reminding you, coaching with confidence is a blend of clarity, trust, and celebration. So lead with heart. Your team will rise, your center will thrive, and I'll see you at the Early Education Empowerment Conference right here, today, tomorrow, and every day on the Childcare Director's Chair podcast. See you soon.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Childcare Director's Chair, where we believe leaders aren't born, they're grown. If something sparked for you today, share it, shout it out, or pass it along to the next bold changemaker in childcare. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and stay connected with Erica Sacosio for more real talk leadership tools and a whole lot of inspiration. Until next time, lead with heart, grow with fire, and always remember, the chair is yours. Now own it.